Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you tonight for this next review. I just wanted to get this out to you guys to let you know that I'm still making content, of course. It's just I've been a little busy running errands because I was running the store and all that. So, other than that, this is for a movie review for the movie Queer. 2024 film with Daniel Craig in it that I got a chance to watch for myself to see what I was going to think of this movie overall. So I'm going to discuss what I watched for this 2 hour and 16 minute film and let you know my thoughts on this movie overall. So let's dive into this movie review. Now give me a second, I gotta pause the video real quick. Sorry about that, guys. I saw a reflection in the mirror where the cat was on the freaking stovetop or whatever, and I was like, no, you're not going up there. So basically, with this film, it's basically Daniel Craig as this queer person, and I'm not trying to say that to be stereotypical, I'm just saying it as what it's being presented, the film. He's a queer man, and he basically falls in love with this guy Eugene or whatever. So apparently this movie kind of went nowhere, honestly. For the 2 hours and 16 minutes of this film, this is not his best film, Daniel Craig's best film. It's not one of the best films that I've seen of 2024. It is probably a bad movie. It is a bad movie. It's just the whole entirety of the film kind of is a dull to get through. I felt bored out of my mind watching it. Like, there's some scenes where he wants to go on this spiritual journey close to the end of the film, and then there's like 3 chapters in the film, and then a prologue at the end of the film. This film it starts off in this town in Mexico City, and somewhere in Mexico City, and in the 1950s it takes place in. So basically, he meets the Eugene guy then, and then 2 years later, he comes back to the same town at the end of the film. And then it shows him kind of like flash forwarding into the future. It's like fast forwarding into the future for him where he's an older man and on his deathbed at the end of the film. So, unfortunately, this film didn't really excite me enough to want to revisit. This was a boring film. I was so disappointed, disheartened by some of the performances. The performances, not all of them were terrible, but they were just mediocre. But the movie itself is a bore. So, I don't know. I just didn't feel connected with the story too much. I mean, the story had, like, keep in mind, yeah, it's about 2 gay guys in this film. And that's fine. Because I am for the LGBTQ thing and all that. But what I didn't like about the story, and I'm not trying to pass judgment on the storyline and what it's going for, it's just the way the movie's presented, it didn't offer enough to keep me wanting to come back to this. So this was a boring 2 hours and 16 minutes of wasting my time on this film. So I was a little disappointed with this film and the outcome, how it turned out. And if I were to give Queer a score, a 5.5 out of 10 is deserving. It's just sadly disappointing. Even though what it's talking about is trying to explain to the viewer what you're going to be going into, but this movie really was boring. It was very boring. And not any good moments in this film that I could really appreciate. A few mediocre performances, but the performance of the movie was kind of a buzzkill. And just, I'm not going to remember this movie basically the next day because it was so boring. So, pretty much 5.5 out of 10 for Queer, the 2024 film. I hope you enjoyed this movie review tonight. The next one is Maria, and then Our Little Secret. Then I'll get to another final November movie, and then go into the December list after. But other than that, you guys have a good rest of your night, and thank you guys for watching this movie review tonight for Queer. Enjoy your rest of your evening, and I'll see you on my next review.